with my man, Akbar Sheikh. Make more, give more. Akbar's helped 8 entrepreneurs hit 7 figures in their funnels, and he's got a lot to give back. He is a person that's helping people build businesses with intent. And Akbar, welcome to the summit.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. Appreciate that. Thanks for thinking of me.
Appreciate it. So the goal of this talk really is to help entrepreneurs build a brand with intent so they can increase their revenue and their sales, but also give back to their community or to their purpose.
Yeah.
So if we could just kick it off and just touch on Akbar as a person, just real quick, in terms of how you generated your why, like what drove you to develop this formula and technique?
Yeah, it's interesting. So basically, our purpose is to help entrepreneurs make more so they can give more to their families, communities, and favorite charities, hence making the world a better place. How did it come to that is what you're asking. That's very interesting. You see, they say you kind of walk towards God and God runs towards you. So the thing is, you kind of have to, most people don't have this why, or if they have it, they haven't articulated it in a fashion where people can buy into it. Because you see, the way we've structured it is most people, they come up to me and say, man, listen, we love it. I'm sold. I love it. I love the make more, give more. That's what it's all about. It's not all about the money. You know what I mean? Where I first started thinking and the wheels started turning and how I started formulating this concept was really by hanging out with the right people. Because the reality is, we are entrepreneurs. We are very different. And I'll tell you, when we hang out with the wrong people, man, it's like, I got to think of a good analogy, but it's like oil and water, man. It's like, it just doesn't mix. And you get confused, man. You start thinking like, am I doing things wrong? Am I silly? Am I ridiculous? And that's not at all the case. It's just that you see, everyone serves their purpose in this world. The 9-to-5, they serve their purpose. The entrepreneurs, they serve their purpose. The retired people serve their purpose. The students serve their purpose. Everybody has their purpose. It's very important for us to also be very involved with like-minded people, because not only will they make you feel like you're not lost, but they'll actually bring you up. In other words, I joke, I say, if you hang out with a plumber all day, you're going to smell pretty bad. If you hang out with a dude who owns a perfume shop, you're going to smell pretty good. It's a joke. I said that before. Some people messaged me that they got offended. Like, what's wrong with my brother's a plumber? What's wrong with it? Nothing's wrong. It's just an example. It's just a joke. I mean, it's not a joke, but I mean, it's just, friendly example. But when I started joining these high-end masterminds, people started introducing me to things that, the other people were not talking about. Impact, legacy, charity. These are things that are not widely discussed when you go to regular. Like, I went to a dinner party, bro, recently, and it was a lot of 9-to-5 people, and I felt so out of place, man. They were talking about gas prices, how much petrol is over here. Oh, how do you get home? Do you go home from here? It's traffic hour, and if you go from this way, they got Costco. The gas is 5 cents cheaper there, and they're doing a whole map quest, like where to go for cheap. And I'm just like, dude, where am I? I'm at the wrong party, And when I'm at like these masterminds, they're talking about legacy, impact, giving a whole country, fund an entire tribe to give a whole tribe clean water, And these are the conversations you need to be involved in. Otherwise, you're going to keep trying to figure out where to get the cheapest gas from. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm not picking on the 9-to-5 people. I'm not. I'm really not. And I don't think anyone's better than anybody. I don't think entrepreneurs are better than 9-to-5, and I'm not trying to pit them against each other or anything like that. I'm just saying everybody has their purpose. Do you know what I mean? Everyone has their own path. So that, for me, was step one, is to surround myself with the right people. Once I started doing that, it kind of gives you permission to be yourself a little bit. Because a lot of times when you're in the wrong crowd, you're not yourself. It's very difficult to be yourself. Very, very difficult to be yourself, because you're just fighting this wave. It's like you're going against the current. It's very difficult.
So if you step back and you're actually, say you're a brand builder, you're really hungry, you wanna do good in the world, like say you're Tom's Shoes, for instance. As an entrepreneur, do you advise them to pick their purpose first, or pick their brand or their product first, and then try and elevate themselves through these masterminds to give back?
I always, and it's funny because my wife is starting a company. She's been working on it for a while. She's launching a luxury, modest fashion line. Her Instagram is I think it's at Anika, Aniqa. And we have these discussions. For me, product is easy, right? Product is easy, brand is easy, all that. But first of all, for your own mentality, you need a why. So you yourself can buy into a project. Because we have to understand something. We are given something very sexy, very beautiful, and that is an opportunity to be an entrepreneur, which comes with so many perks and is such a great gift and responsibility, and sometimes a curse. We have to set ourselves up for success. Step one is we need to believe into our why so that we're fully all in and we're fully bought into what we're doing. And we have something that drives us on a molecular deep level. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, if we didn't have a why, like, why am I going to go to work every day? Because it gets to a point where money doesn't mean anything anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, honestly, if you were to give me $100,000 right now, I don't know. We could just get, what am I going to do with it? We can give it away. I mean, we'll do something cool with it, charity. But I mean, it becomes irrelevant at some point. Do you know what I mean?
When you identify that why, just like you create a product, when you develop that why, it should be something that's close and personal to you. Like,
it has
is that
to
where
be.
you start? I've got asthma, or I'm Jewish, or like
exactly.
where do you start with
Exactly correct. I don't care what it is. You just have to be passionate about it. Now, I'm not. There's some cheesy. All due respect, there's some cheesy organizations, right? It's like, oh, we, and I'm not picking on it, but there's some things that are like, oh, we, there's a lot of squirrels that are lost and we help them find their home and stuff like that. And that's fine. And that's great if you're passionate about it. Just whatever it is, be passionate about it. Like for me, right? For some reason, and I don't know, maybe it's because my best friend's an orphan, but I'm passionate about helping sponsoring orphans. You see, all of us are just born with different things, man. We just grew up in different ways. We're exposed to different things. We watched different movies, ate different food, had different family members, exposed to different elements, exposed to different experiences. So for me, it's like, I'm very passionate about supporting orphans. And I'm very passionate about making sure people have water, clean water. And I'm very passionate about funding eye surgeries, giving the gift of vision to the blind. I don't think that anybody should be blind if it can be prevented. I don't think that people should be dying of starvation and lack of water if it can be prevented. And orphans,
What was the pain point that led you to that why, though? Like, just as a perspective, did you?
Well, that's it. We're not that well. My best friend growing up is an orphan. Okay. And the food and water stuff, man, and the blind stuff, I was just exposed to that, right? I was just exposed to that by being surrounded myself with the right people. Like, dude, do you know that you can actually, people going blind because they don't have money? People are going blind because they don't have money. And I always say you need a why that makes you cry. And when I heard that, we started crying. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to expose yourself to the right people to have these kind of conversations, because I was never having these kind of conversations with people. We were talking about, hey, what's on Seinfeld? And hey, did you see Friends last night? And hey, what about the Knicks game? And hey, this is the gas station you go to save money on gas and all that crap. You know what I mean? But when you're dealing with the right people, your conversations get elevated.
All right, I don't want to stymie your EPOP, so because I know we only have you for a little bit here, so
yeah,
I'll let you carry on.
My EPOP?
Yeah, your 7 principles in general.
Yeah, so there's 5. There's actually 5. I've boiled it down. I've simplified it to 5.
5.
EPOP. EPOP is something that I call, it's ethical principles of persuasion, and the cute name is EPOP. This is a name that I came up with, right? I have noticed we've helped 8 funnels hit 7 figures. I've noticed that funnels that don't have these things, it's very difficult for them to do well. Okay, these are 5 things. Ready? And this is an ancient thing. Okay, this is a classical thing that's been around since the beginning of time. Scarcity, likable authority, messaging, social proof, and reciprocity, right? And it's fascinating, bro, because it's like a baby. Do you have kids?
Do I have kids?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm a bachelor in New York City.
Oh,
What
you're
could be
smart,
better?
smart man. Yeah, nothing better. I tell you what, my favorite thing in the world is New York City in the summertime. Nothing
Yeah, right
better.
now it's a little bit brutal, but
Yeah.
on the inverse, Dallas in the summertime, that's rough.
That's a nightmare. Yeah, it's a complete. It's literally hell. It's like a taste of hell. Kids. Anyway, you'll find out when you have kids when they cry. Babies when they cry. There's literally only a handful of reasons why they're crying. They're either hungry, they just want to be swaddled, they just want to be held, or their diaper needs to be changing, or the diaper needs to be changed. It's literally one of these things, and it's so cool because guess what? You do these things, and your baby will stop crying. So what's the problem? Your baby's crying. The solution's right there. So it's really cool. Funnels is the same way. If your funnel's not converting, more than likely it's one of these things. So it's a really sexy thing because it's not like, this complex like car engine where if something goes wrong, we don't know how the hell to fix it. We have to go to, what are we going to do? We're going to open it up. It's going to be Pandora's box. It's going to look like this big cluster F, right? With funnels, there's an elegance to it. There's a beauty to it. There's a simplicity to it. There's really only these EPOPs. Fix these. And I mean, regularly, pretty much every time I do a funnel review session, somebody always comes to me, hey man, I made those changes and we're making more sales. I mean, every time, really. So it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a cause for celebration.
So, super helpful stuff, Akbar.
Thank you.
Just to recap, scarcity, likability, authority, social proof, and reciprocity.
Yeah.
So, those things, surrounding yourself with the right people and
Yeah.
developing your why,
Yeah.
then creating a product, and then ethically marketing this with the right principles of persuasion
Yeah.
help to basically marry these two concepts of product and giving back or cause
Yeah.
to create your make more, give more.
Bro, let me tell you something. People would be very surprised if they saw the number. We do very good numbers. We're a top 1% earner. Traditional business people would be very surprised if they took a look at the way I run my business. Like, dude, how are you earning so much? It doesn't actually make sense because we don't really take a look at KPIs. We're not money driven. We don't look at KPIs. There's so many things we don't do. There's so many things we could do. Our secret, and I want everyone to know this, our secret has nothing to do with KPIs, algorithms, pixels, split testing, all this crap. It has nothing to do with any of that. Our number one secret that I want everyone to know and everyone to implement is simply giving. It's just giving. It's giving time to people. It's giving the best experience to our clients. It's giving money to our why. It's giving time to our why. It's just about giving. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's why you have these, you take a look at some people. You ever meet someone where like, dude, this guy's a total wait, this guy's a millionaire? This guy's a complete goofball. What are you talking about? This guy can barely talk English. Or this guy, what are you talking about? He looks like, he looks homeless practically. Like, did you tell me this guy's a millionaire?
All the time.
Yeah, and this makes no sense. This guy has no education. What are you talking about? This guy has no education. This guy can barely speak English. This guy looks like a bum. You telling me he's a millionaire? You ever see that?
All the time.
I see it all the time. You're in New York, you see it all the time. Dude, it's about giving. It's about blessings. That's what you don't learn that in these courses and this and that, right? It's all about the pixels and that's all the easy stuff, bro. It's
so
about
when you actually identify your cause or your purpose or what you're doing, like for instance, helping blind kids, right?
Yeah.
It's not only just writing a check or
Yeah.
When you actually go out there and visit them and touch and feel what you're doing, it only stimulates you internally and snowballs your purpose, and you exert that to your customers, to your community. Is that fair to say?
Listen, we haven't had the opportunity to do a lot of that, right? We are now in the process of starting our own charity because it has become to a point where it's less satisfying because all we're doing is writing checks. And it is less satisfying now. In the beginning, it was so cool. I remember I was showing my whole family, hey, we just funded a whole village. The whole village has clean water now. Check it out. We got the well. Here are the pictures. It's so cool, right? Now it's just like, it's just another check because we write them every month, right? It's just like, it's another check. And so you can't get to that point. You need to be more hands-on, which is why now we're actually have a meeting today in a couple hours with a big charity advisor. We are going to start our own charity. We're going to try to be more hands-on because we need to be. But the thing is this, man. I have to tell you. Listen, this is what God promises us. God promises us that the more we give, the more we're going to get. This is a promise from God. This is a promise from God. As a matter of fact, He is telling us it is the best investment in the world. He said it's like 70 times, 100 times. He's going to give you back so much more when you give. This is a promise from God, and I see it every day. So, I mean, it's really just that simple, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I can personally attest to the fact that as entrepreneurs, right, you get going and you burn out, right? So once you accomplish the money piece, you have to be stimulated by this intangible thing, and that probably contributes to your lack of burnout.
Yeah.
If we take a step back, Akbar, and so you meet the right people and you mix up with them, you develop your EPOP, you start finding success. If you make full circle, you probably want to re-leverage these people that also have communities to further your cause or your why. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, we're going to do that. I have my own mastermind, and we're going to have in the members area, in the portal, we're going to have a page where, hey, if we helped you make more, you need to donate to, our causes here. Or, I mean, not like I will suggest like our own cause, like, and it's all like, a Charity Navigator supported it, like, hey, go fund clean water, and I will suggest that, but it's really going to be, we want to hold people accountable that if you're going to make more, you got to give more. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, look, God, what's better than that, man?
So where do people go wrong with this approach? Like, is it inauthentic? Like they kind of go 1 foot in and not they don't dive in the deep end. Like, what are the biggest mistakes that people make when pursuing giving back through their product?
I think one of the most biggest mistakes people make is like, oh, I'll give later when I make it. Oh, I'll give when I make it. Oh, I'll give when I hit 1 million. Oh, I'll do this. Oh, I'll do. But the reality is you have to give from day one, even if you don't have much to give. You got to start somewhere. Everybody started somewhere. I mean, I used to be homeless, for God's sakes. If you can give a nickel, give a nickel. I'm serious. If you can give a nickel, give a nickel. You know what I mean? Just keep giving, and it'll keep growing and growing and compounding and compounding and compounding. I mean, look, we started off homeless. Now we got some cool things going on. It keeps snowballing. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make. And the other thing that people make is like you're right, they're kind of half-assed about it. They're not like, yeah, okay, cool guys, let's I'm really passionate about the homeless, and they say that because like they see someone else saying that, right? But they don't, because a lot of the times we're brainwashed, right? To bomb, dude, go, build a webinar tonight, build a funnel tonight, blah. I don't subscribe to that. I don't believe in that. Take your time for a minute, step back. Find what you believe in, and then go full-fledged.
Right on. And actually, one thing to touch up on that is when you were homeless, right? You're actually kind of in, you said, a nickel, it's all relevant, right?
Yeah.
But when you actually turn the tables and you're in not the giving, but you're receiving, how does that change? And how can you, I guess, stop receiving or stop receiving and start giving, or ask for help when you do need it?
So I didn't quite follow. So you're saying, how do you ask for help?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, obviously we're giving. A lot of people need help, right?
Yeah.
When you are in that point of need, how do you leverage people or brands to get help?
Yeah. So what kind of help?
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you're starting, maybe you want volunteers, or you want, like, there's time and money, right?
Yeah.
So, which are most commonly asked for, I assume, is money. But
the thing about money, to start a business, you don't need much money at all, by the way. I mean, you really don't need much money at all. I mean, I literally started, my laptop was $150 from Craigslist. You don't need much money at all to start an online business. It is such a blessing. Dude, I come from the background of retail. My family comes from retail. You open a corner store candy shop, it's $50,000 just for a Lala candy store. You don't need a lot of money at all. You don't need a lot of money. I had to sell, to get my first coach, I had to sell my final possession, which was my car. It was only worth $2,000, and I was lucky to get it. And I got my first mentor. You know what I mean? And we started, where were we doing advertising? On Craigslist. The ads were $25 to advertise on Craigslist. A lot of them were free. Okay? It's not a lot of money. You know, you have your phone bill. Money is the easy part. Now, time. When you have a cool cause, people from all over the world come, they tell me, hey man, we want to intern with you. Hey man, we love what you're doing. Can we come work with you? Can we come, you don't have to pay me. When you have a articulated why, and you're passionate about it, and you're showing people you're making a difference, it's like a magnet, man. People will flock to you, and from all over the place. But man, I'll come work with you. You don't have to pay me. People want to be a part of something cool. People want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. But you have to have something to magnetize them in. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. That's why I flock to you, because there are so many people that are pitching, hey, this is how to make money, this is how to build a product, this is how to do it. And that's great, but you also need to have some intent once you do reach the monetary goals, like what's more important, what are you doing to impact the world? So yeah, I mean, it really,
it's funny, man. It really is all, I was at kickboxing, right? And I opened my locker when I leave, and there was, there's this nice watch here, or there was a Breitling watch, there was the keys to my Bentley, there was like these really expensive sneakers, there was like this brand new iPhone, there was like all this crap, all this stuff in my locker. And I'll never forget, I just looked at all of it, and I'm like, if I open this locker, I mean, there was just a ton of money in that locker, right? Wallet with like unlimited American Express cards, all this stuff. And I'll never forget, I looked at it, bro. And I'm just like, if I opened this locker and it was empty instead, I would be just as happy. The problem is, like, from the get-go, people, they don't take the time to think, what is this all about? We need to respect our time. Like, why are we doing all this? Everyone's like, I want to make $1 million. I want to make, why? Why? Nobody really has that answer either, by the way. They're just brainwashed with this number. I want to make $1 million. I want to make $1 million.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's true. And it's the most obscure, random number in the world. Can I promise you something? You can be very happy with a whole hell of a lot less. A whole hell of a lot less.
They probably see this interview and they look at all those plaques behind you and they say, man, I want to be like this guy, right?
I was perfectly happy when I was homeless. I was perfectly happy when I was homeless.
Well, Akbar, you've walked us through a lot of great information on, making more, giving more, developing your why, your 5 EPOP principles, and any parting words for our guests?
Just don't give up. Okay, just love, just be honest, give. I haven't met anyone who hasn't given up, who's following things like EPOP, ethical principles of persuasion, who's being authentic, honest, ethical, and who's just doing 3 things a day to move their business forward. I've never met anyone who does all these things and they don't make it. It's like I lost 50 pounds before. You know what I mean? And it's scientifically impossible, if you're of normal health, not to lose weight if you just eat better and exercise a little bit. And it's the exact same thing in business. It's honestly, I feel, it's a bold statement, but no one's been able to prove me wrong. It's scientifically impossible not to make it if you just do these things that we discussed. If you need additional help, you can, we've helped a lot of people. You can go to my website, akbarsheikh.com. It's just my name, akbarsheikh.com. And, we've coached a lot of people, but they need to be in the right, they need to just have an ethical reason to want to make the world a better place, But I congratulate everyone who wants to be on this journey. I congratulate you, because it's a hell of a lot better than a lot of the other options out there.
Yeah, right on, man. I mean, there are so many physical products business that are getting traction through this make more, give more approach and impacting the world positively. So check out akbarsheikh.com. Really appreciate your time today, Akbar. Thank you very much, brother.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. How was that? Was that all right?
Dude, that was great. That's all I wanted. That was really helpful, and hopefully we'll get some people moving in your direction too. So
Cool, man.
Could I just have you post under the live just the link?
Yeah. What's
Here, I'm gonna chat it to you.
Okay. So actually, here I got my guys live here. Guys. I'm gonna go through your comments in a little bit, but I'm with this cool dude over here, John, and John. Actually, check this out. I'm gonna tell you, John. I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit, but John, he just had a dream, much like I had a dream to to write a book or to get 2 comic clubs or to host an event in Sydney or all these things, and he had a dream to do the summit. And listen, he's not very well. You're not very well connected, right? He's not very well connected. He's pretty new in the game. And look, he's got the top names in his online summit. He's got Ben Ezra. Ben Ezra. Is that what's his name?
Ezra Firestone.
Yeah, Ezra Firestone, one of the top e-commerce guys in our world. He's got Dana. Who do you got? Tell a couple of people you got.
Dana Derrick, Steve Larson, Ezra Firestone, Trey Llewellyn.
Look at this.
I just dream 100, man.
Look at this.
I have done 15 million bucks in e-com sales, so I am authentic to what I'm doing.
Okay.
I kept my head down. I haven't been in the ClickFunnels community, so.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, the thing is, anyway, he wanted to come up with this summit. And he's got all these top names, and he did it. And he did it Dream 100. They reached out to me, and they were very nice. And when people are very nice, it's hard to say no. So, but go to privatelabelsummit.com if you want to check out my interview and all the other interviews. It's free. So yeah, man. Appreciate you. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate the interview.
Thank you very much. And I don't go to a lot of live events like Funnel Hacking Live and all that stuff because I'm new to all this. So once I get some traction, I need to optimize my funnel and hit the big one, give back, all those things. I'll be in touch. So thanks a lot, Akbar. Thanks for being good support, and I appreciate it.
Thanks, Ben. We'll talk soon. Peace. What's up, guys? All right, let's take a look. Thanks for watching, guys. Just somebody. Oh, I got to rewind here. Look at the comments. Somebody, invited me to. Somebody invited me to do a little interview here. Let's see here. Dylan saying something funny here. Maureen saying it took forever to figure out your purpose. Was it worth it? That's my question. Was it worth it? My wife's passion is helping people who are adopted. Actually, there's a cool guy named Chad Tibethau, and I just found out he adopted somebody. I think it's the coolest thing in the world when someone adopts someone. I mean, unfortunately, my wife's not too into the concept, but I think anyone who adopts someone, actually, I got to give a big shout out, man. Anyone who adopts someone, you're just an angel from above, seriously. Okay, guys, that was an interview. I don't know, did you guys like the interview? I feel like I don't do too many interviews anymore because honestly, I just feel like we just talk about the same stuff over and over again. Well, no, he's a real nice guy and he's good at everything, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just don't like talking about the same things over and over again. But, gosh, now that I have you guys here, what can we well, hold on. I think I have an appointment. Let's see, today I have an appointment. It's pretty cool. I got a guy, actually, my buddy, who's doing a partnership with Ty Lopez, doing millions of dollars, wants me to review his product. So that was an honor, a real honor, and nice little pat on the back. It felt good. Matter of fact, yesterday, a buddy of mine who's an 8-figure producer called me to discuss different pricing structures and stuff like that. That felt good. It feels good when people who are doing really, 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 really well, call you and ask you stuff. That's actually really nice, very humbling, very beautiful. But guys, by the way, did you know that I was in Connecticut the other day? Yeah, because my grandma was in town and she was leaving. And I can't travel anywhere with my kids. I actually refuse to travel anywhere with my kids now. They're 1 year old and 3 years old. And they're both little tornadoes. They're psychopaths. So I really can't travel anywhere with these guys. And, we got a new house and it's a little scary to stay there, at night by yourself. I'm not interested in staying there. I'll tell you, I'll be very straightforward with you. So it's hard for me to leave them, but I did. I left them for one day, and I ran to Connecticut. Well, I flew to Connecticut, and I spent the day, and I was with my grandma, and it was so beautiful to just spend the day with my family and my grandma. And and I tell you what, I really recommend, if you've got kids, and a wife or a husband. Honestly, listen. Some people are gonna beat me up for what I'm about to tell you, but I really recommend taking at least a 1-day break from everybody. Seriously, once in a while. Don't make a habit of it. I felt so refreshed just getting a break from, and I love my kids and my family, and I love them to death. I really do. I joke a lot. But it's nice to kind of take a break once in a while, a breather. Once in a blue moon, you just take a break from everything and just kind of do your own thing. It was very refreshing and very therapeutic. And, I really came back invigorated with a lot of vigor and ready to just kind of take on the world and keep helping more people. And it's like, I really felt recharged. Because the thing is you need a vacation. But when I vacation with my kids, it's not really a vacation because it's nuts with them. You know what I mean? So if you're in that situation, you need to recharge your batteries. You owe it to yourself, to your students, to the people you want to help. Like, you need to recharge for the sake of humanity, to improve the quality of life for mankind. You need to take a break, really. Think about it that way. So if your husband or wife says, "Man, are you kidding me? You're gonna go take a 1 or 2 day vacation?" You're like, "Hey, the world needs me to. The world needs me to. I have to." So it's true. So that was a lot of fun. I went there for a day. That was a whole lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. I'm going to write a letter to the people of Sydney because I came back, spent 5 weeks there, and it's on my to-do list. I need to write a letter to everyone, thanking them so much for a most beautiful experience in Sydney. And of course, going to Funnel Hacking Live next week, getting ready for that. I'm going a little late because, again, don't want to leave my family alone. So I got my brother coming in to babysit everyone. So I'm going to go into Funnel Hacking Live a little late. Looking forward to meeting people. It's always nice to see people in real. It's always weird to see people in real life. Nobody ever looks like their profile picture. It's hilarious. They're like, hey, this is Steve or whatever. I'm like, you have a full head of hair in your profile picture. You're bald in real life. Like, what is going on? you know what I mean? That always happens to me. I never recognize anyone, and they look at me like I'm the weirdo. I'm like, dude, your profile picture is 20 years old, and I'm the weirdo. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, that's the situation here. What do we got going on today? Let's look at the calendar, shall we? Get my glasses. I can't see anything. Well, we did this interview. We started our day with this interview. Well, we didn't start it. I came to the office for the interview. Before that, we're with the wife, the kids. We're having breakfast. We're in the backyard. People say, what's your super morning crazy routine? What do you do? Do you climb a mountain? Do you suck on a caffeine pill for 3 hours? Or what do you do? Your crazy morning routine. I wake up. I pray a little bit. My kids come to my bedroom and beat the hell out of me, jump on the bed, slap me around. We get up. We eat breakfast. It takes forever to feed them. We feed them. They get like this Michelin gourmet cereal, course of cereal, then a course of toast, then a course of apples, then a course of Vegemite, then a course of juices, then a course of milk. It's like, I look at my wife, I'm like, you're nuts, man. But they get all this stuff, and then we play in the backyard, weather permitting, and then I take them to school. Then I drop them to school at about 9ish, and then I usually call my mom, and I call my mom or some family members or my sister or my brother, whatever. And then I get to the office kind of like 9:30ish, kind of like check YouTube, ESPN. I don't watch the news, but I go to CNN.com for a minute every day just to skim the headlines real quick, just to see what's going on. I literally spend 30 seconds a day on it. I kind of, have a little water, kind of check out the mail and check out, just enjoy the view for a little bit. Love the lake view. And my first appointment's usually at 10 o'clock, You got people talking about all these crazy, don't feel, listen, when you see all this noise, don't feel like, oh my God, I'm not doing that. Oh my God. People I wake up at 3:30 and I sit and I meditate for 14 hours, and I do this. And then I go into the backyard, I take grass, and then I blend it, and then I take goat's milk with it, and I do this, and I do that. Dude, whatever works for you. Honestly, I'm telling you, whatever works for you. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't let the noise make you feel like you're inferior. Don't make the noise make you feel like FOMO, like you're missing out on something, some mystical, awesome thing. Dude, do what you enjoy in the morning. Do what you enjoy in the morning. I enjoy hanging out with my family. I enjoy having an easy breezy morning. We do pretty well. We're a top 1% earner. We don't have anything crazy going on. There's just so much crap out there. Like, I just want to like tell everybody, there's just so much noise. It's just follow the dollar, man. Everyone's just trying to sell everybody something. Try our new morning elixir. Try our new morning meditation routine. And everyone's just trying to sell something. Do you see what I'm saying? Just do what you enjoy. I do advise praying in the morning. I do advise waking up early. These are classical statements. See, this is classical advice. Wake up earlier. The early bird gets the worm. I completely agree. I think this, and science backs me up. You are most productive in the early parts of the morning. 6 a.m. Even get up a little earlier. Okay? Eat a good breakfast. I agree with that. Eat healthy. Eat healthy. I agree with that. I take supplements. Look at my skin. I take fish oil daily. Yeah, I do. I take fish oil. I take a daily vitamin. I take black seed oil. I take some allergy stuff. Okay, I do that but try to be healthy. Okay, try to eat a well-balanced meal. I do that. Exercise. I have a very big surprise with you when it's about exercise. Oh no, I'm getting late for my meeting, but I have a very big surprise. But the thing is, guys, you got to cut the noise, man. You got to cut the noise up because it's going to it's going to turn your mind into mush. You're going to be working on a funnel and you're going to hear all this noise. Oh, there's this new undiscovered trick. There's this new unbelievable. Since we have started in this online journey, where we finally found success, I've primarily used the exact same one model. And it has been a variation of, it is primarily at its core been some sort of video, webinar, VSL, business call, whatever, to book a call, to phone close. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Video, to book a call, to close the call. That's it. Video, book a strategy call, we get on the call, we close the sale. That's been it. Okay, cut all the noise out. Remember, 7 figures, all you need is one funnel, one offer, one traffic source. That's all you need to start with. That's all you need to crush it. This noise is getting worse. It's a disease. All this noise is a disease. Follow people. Don't follow everyone. Unfriend all these marketers. Just follow the people that you respect, that you've gotten benefit from. I suggest myself. You can actually go on my Facebook profile and click see first. You should do that. Highly recommend that. Maybe not. Maybe you don't like my advice. Maybe you're not, maybe you don't. Then you should actually unfriend me. If you don't agree with my methods or my advices or my strategies that have helped 8 funnels hit 7 figures and 10 hit 6 figures, then unfollow me and don't waste your time. Seriously, time and land are 2 things that are not making any more of. Follow the people you relate with, because a lot of people are saying a lot of the same things, right? But sometimes 10 people say the same thing, but like I said it a different way. And you relate to the way I say it, and it actually clicks with you. It happened to me. I paid so much money. I was having this problem. I paid so much money for consultants. They all said the same thing, but one of the people just said it a little differently, and it just clicked. I'm like, yes, and I got it. You got to find that person, and if it's me or whoever it is, and just stick with one person. Seriously, really, 1 or 2 people. Sometimes you get a little bit of a different flavor. Like I have two mentors personally. Someone's asked me, do I have plans for focusing on YouTube? I'd love to actually grow my YouTube channel. Hey Kimya, you're going to FHL and hoping to meet you. Yeah, I'd love to say hi. Amber says you've been enjoying my book. Appreciate that. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I actually writing a new book. It's going to be called, you guessed it, Make More, Give More. Make More, Give More. Make more, give more. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. It's going to be hardcover book. It's going to be awesome. Mike is saying, thanks for your generosity and sharing. Love the message. Super important. Thank you. Appreciate that. Mohammed Singh is going to join me, and he's working on his products. He wants to join our coaching program. Very good. Appreciate that. John's giving the link. Woo! What's up, T? Man, a lot of cool people joining this Facebook Live. I guess this is an important topic to people. I go into it in my coaching program, in my mastermind. If you're not a part of it, you're nuts. You need to join it. You just go to my website if you want to join. I'll put it in here. But I go into the purpose big time. Your who, your how, your why. And then we workshop it together. You know, if you need help with it, we workshop it together. T is super cool, man. T's been around since, T has been around since I started this online game. T's, man, they're doing some beautiful things in health. If you're unhealthy, check out T. T's doing some things that are optimizing people to become like Terminator, like machines, like unbelievable, like just pinnacle of health. So check her out. What's up, Jose? Man, so many cool people. I'm so blessed to have you guys as friends. Looking forward to seeing, hopefully, you come in a Funnel Hacking Live. But cool, guys. I'm actually pretty hungry. It's important to get a good lunch. I packed. I have the ugliest lunch bag in the world. As a matter of fact, you guys want to see you guys are in for a treat. You want to see the ugliest lunch bag in the entire world? If anyone loves me, they'll send me a really cool lunch bag. You guys ready for the world's ugliest lunch bag? I feel like such a dad. If this isn't like a dad, like an ugly dad lunch bag, I don't know what is. Somebody help me and I tell you what, I had a stupid book bag too. These things really matter, honestly. I'll tell you. I'm gonna give you a cool tip and then I'm gonna leave. So these things really, really, really matter. All right. For example, I am paying extra for this office. Because there's a water view, okay? And it is worth every penny and then some. Because of the satisfaction I feel, and I feel happy. It makes me smile. When I smile, endorphins get released. All these chemical interactions go in your brain. I'm a better performer. I'm not gonna burn out. I get more done at work. I help more people out. Our revenue goes up. We're helping people make more so they can give more. We just put little flowers in my bathroom. Just put a little glass, little flowers. I take a look at it, I like it, I smile, it makes me feel good. It's about these things of feeling good. No, my wife is calling me, so I actually have to go. But I had this crappy book bag, and I bought a really nice one. Now, every time I pick it up, I feel good. I enjoy it. I like it. It's nice. You know, every time I pick up this nonsense lunch bag, I get upset. And the opposite happens. I'm upset. And now my brain, it's going to take a little time for my brain to reset, to get out of that funk. Because really, I look at it like, what is this dad bag? I hate even looking at it, right? So you need to, surround yourself with beauty. You know, even God loves beauty. You know, surround yourself, wear nicer clothes, get expensive cologne or perfume. You know, makes a difference. Get nicer clothes. Get a higher quality toothpaste. You know, get nice shoes. Look at these shoes. I mean, these are actually, hold on, I'll show you. I like this little tiger here. Where the hell is it? You got this little tiger here. I just like looking at it. It's like a nice, cool little tiger. I just enjoy looking at it. I'm not materialistic in any stretch of the imagination. Remember, we were perfectly happy when we were homeless. But, you know, I see that nice little tiger on my shoes. Just nice, a cute little tiger. I just like looking at it. It's comfortable. It just puts you in a good mood. And when you're in a good mood, you're more productive. When you're in a good mood, you're more productive. And when you're more productive, we can help more people. We can help more people make more so they can give more. Kimi is asking what a cool lunch bag would be. I don't know. I need to look. I haven't had the time. We should put it on my to-do list. Actually, I should ask my assistant to take a look at it. I'll remind you. But I'm just using it as an example. But it goes for everything. You have to if you want to help people, you have to take care of yourself first. If you're not taking care of yourself, you can't help anybody. If you're not healthy, if you're not physically healthy, mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, you know, if you're not happy, how are you going to help other people? So we got to take care of ourselves first. It's like I tell my wife, right? My wife gets super cranky when she doesn't eat, right? I do too. She gets hangry, right? Big time. I'm like, honey, why didn't you eat anything? She's like, because I'm feeding the kids. I'm like, you're not going to be able to feed these kids unless you eat first. Because you have to eat and then you'll be settled and happy. Then you could feed them with patience. Right now you're very not impatient and you're not angry. This is like a terrible experience and there's a real terrible energy in the room. You need to take care of yourself first. You need to take care of yourself first so you can take care of everyone else, right? So now the first thing I was asked is, did you eat something? Did you eat something? Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. I had fun with you this morning. I'm going to go. Got a fun day ahead. Hope you do too. Hope you're crushing it. If not, reach out to me. And let's see if you can join our mastermind and join the unbelievable success we're getting people, helping people, doubling their business, having people have the best month of their lives. We just had one of our students cross 50,000 a month this month. Just unbelievable success stories. Let me know if you guys need any help. Leo, thanks for giving me a quote. We should make a t-shirt. Kimaya, that's a really cool name. Kimaya, thanks for your support. Thank you all for your support. Appreciate you guys. And if it's people asking how do you reach out, just make an appointment to talk to us. Go to our website, check out. We made this super cool video, unbelievable video. It's a lot of fun, and it's like really different. Check it out. You just go to that website. I just put it there. Just go there, watch the video. You can reach out to us. What I tell you, you only need one funnel. What's up, Michael? So hard for me to say goodbye to you guys. I hate saying goodbye to you guys. You guys are my like creative outlet. I love talking to you guys. I love helping. And it's just a lot of fun. But I do have to go. My wife is going to kill me. Why am I not picking up the phone? Happy wife, happy life, right? All right, guys, we'll talk soon. Peace.